So now we are going to take a look at this drop-down menu, and we are going to make sure that we validate this drop-down menu and make sure that the user has chosen an answer. So right now, you see in the form, I have added this drop-down, and you see I have given it some options. So the first option value, I have set it to nothing. So you see, it's an empty value. I have not added anything there. And I said choose one. So it's going to be the first one in the left. And right below it, I have some options. So option 1, basketball, option 2, football, etc. So I have 4 sports listed there, and I want to make sure that the user has chosen one. So now, whatever I type in, if I type in a name, for example, and an email, if I click on submit, it's going to go through, even though I did not choose anything from this drop-down menu. I want to make sure that I have selected one of these. So to do that, we are going to use JavaScript. And right here, you see I have given it to select. So I have given it the ID of choices. So we are going to select this element with JavaScript. So let's go to the code.js file. And if this code doesn't make sense to you, you can watch the previous video. So now we are going to add that element. So I'm going to say let sports option. So sports option equals to document.getElement by ID. So get element by ID, open 2 parentheses and 2 single quotes. And I'm going to add choices. And now we are going to type in dot value because we want to make sure that there is a value, and that value is stored inside of this variable sports option. All right, so it's going to be stored in that. Now let's go down here and make another else if statement. So else if, then we open our parentheses and 2 curly braces. So I'm going to say basically sports option 3 equal signs. If it's empty, if it's nothing, so I'm just going to keep it empty like that. We are going to do something. If an option has not been selected, so if you click on choose one now, it's going to be empty because you see inside of the the first option. So you see this is the first option, and I have given it an empty value, so it's empty now. So if the user keeps it on choose one and if that person clicks on submit, I want to stop the user from submitting this form. So what we can do is we can change or give a message to the user. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to change the email span. So I'm going to say email span dot inner HTML equals to, and I'm going to add a message there. I'm going to say please choose sports in the menu. All right, or from the menu. So please choose a sports in the menu, and then as always we will have to return false because we want to stop the user. All right, so now let's save this and let's try this form. So I'm going to type in a name. So let's add a name, and let's add an email. And if we click on submit, you see it's going to say, please choose a sports in the menu. All right, so you see it has added that message. So you choose one, and then if you click on submit, it's going to go through. So now this is how you work with a drop-down menu. All right, now this is it for this